Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another meta guide for you today in the Psychic Cup. So the Psychic Cup begins Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're only allowed to use Psychic type Pokemon, and the Pokemon Mew is banned. So listen, whenever they do these cups that only include one typing, like the Psychic Cup, the Fighting Cup, the Flying Cup, I mean, at the end of the day, they're all going to have like two, maybe three Pokemon that absolutely dominate, and that's just, we've seen it with all these other cups. We're going to see it with the Psychic Cup again. So, luckily, the Open Great League is also going to be available. So, if you're not interested in the Psychic Cup and you just want to stick to the Open Great League, you could play that. You don't have to touch the Psychic Cup. I'm sure I will for content and for videos, but yes, so it's either going to be the Open Great or the Psychic Cup for the next week. But either way, let's go ahead and take a look at the rankings. For the S rank, we do have the number one spot. One of the number one Pokemon going to be Victini. Yes, believe it or not, Victini actually got a buff this season because Quick Attack now generates energy a lot more faster. So Quick Attack and V-Create, I mean, it takes 5 Quick Attacks to get to V-Create. It's really fast. I do recommend Quick Attack. I think you're going to see a lot of Victinis if you kept yours below 1500, which I did. So I didn't touch mine yet. I will be investing in a Victini. So I'm excited for that, to be honest, to be able to use Victini. I've never used it before, but yeah, going to be really exciting. Then we have Bronzong. Now, Bronzong, not with Confusion. You want Feint Attack, because Feint Attack is a dog type, and every Pokemon in this meta is going to be Psychic. So everything is going to be weak to it or taking neutral damage. I mean, Feint Attack, just such, not really a great move, but at the end of the day, it's going to be super effective towards everything. So pretty good Pokemon there. Then we have Malomo, which is a dark type in addition to a Psychic typing, so it's going to be resisting Psychic type moves, and it also has Psycho Cut and Foul Play. We know how fast it gets to Foul Play. You're going to be hitting everything for super effective and neutral damage. Malomo, we recently had the Inkay Research Day, right? Field Research Day, so hopefully you have a Malomo, and if you do, it's going to be pretty powerful. I do have a good one as well. I'll have to invest in for this meta. Then we have Shadow Gardevoir, and I do recommend the Shadow one. Charm is going to be eating through so many different Pokemon, unless it resist it. For example, Victini, Glorion Slowking resisted, Bronzong. You know, if they're resisting Charm, then they're going to be doing well against Gardevoir. But if it's not resisting Charm, Gardevoir is absolutely going to go off. And yeah, I mean, just definitely a really powerful Pokemon. We know how powerful Charm is. Then we have Gladio with Mud Slap, so popular Pokemon like Victini and Bronzong going to be weak to Mud Slap, right? Or even Glorion Slowking. So that's, as I said, Charm is going to be weak to those, or they're going to be resisting Charm. That's where Mud Slap comes in, so going to be really powerful. Then we have Glorion Rapidash. So this Pokemon does have a new move, Fairy Wind, and it also has Body Slam, so it's going to be getting to those Body Slams really fast. It is really frail, so you do have to watch out for that, but it's going to get to those Body Slams really fast. It's going to be able to spam them out. So really powerful Pokemon, and then we're going to go ahead and move into the A tier. We do have the Glorion Slowking, so I think this is a pretty good Pokemon as well, because it can have Confusion or Hex. I do recommend Hex. Hex being a Ghost type, going to be super effective towards everything for the most part. Obviously, it's not super effective towards Malomo, but for the most part, everything is Psychic. So it's going to be doing great. I think Glorion Slowking is a great Pokemon. Then we have a Lola Raichu. I mean, it gets Volt Switch, Thunder Punch. It gets to the moves fast. It can probably pick up some shields. It's going to be a decent Pokemon. Hypno is okay as well. Hypno is going to be in the A tier. Obviously, the Confusion is going to be resisted by everything, but if you have Shadow Ball, that's going to be doing super effective damage. And I do recommend Shadow Ball on Hypno because it is going to be super effective. So it's going to be the A tier, and then we have the B tier. Cresselia is going to be leading the B tier off because, I mean, it's really tanky, right? I mean, it could spam off those Grass Knots. Or Moonblast, I do recommend that moveset. I wouldn't go Future type because most things are probably going to resist it because they're all Psychic types. So definitely want the Moonblast. Nice neutral damage. Grass Knot, nice neutral damage as well. Then we have Lugia with Dragon Tail. So Dragon Tail, I mean, a Pokemon, if you happen to have a Lugia for the Great League, you do have to trade one or trade for one in order to get it to fall below 1500 CP, but the Shadow one is always going to be below 1500 CP. So I guess if you have the Shadow one, you could use it. But Dragon Tail, of course, is really strong. Then we have Latios. So Latios is not bad with Dragon Tail. Keep it away from the Fairy types. like Glorion, Rapidash, and the Gardevoir, you're looking pretty good. I mean, yeah, pretty good Pokemon with Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, really fast, really strong, powerful Pokemon. It's gonna be nice to see some love on Latios, so really nice there. So that's gonna be the SA and B tier for you. Let's go ahead and move on to the other options. We do have some of these Pokemon I probably wouldn't recommend, to be honest. I think the best Pokemon are going to be the SA and B tier ranking Pokemon. But we have Medicham. Medicham is a fighting type, so it's going to be taking neutral damage from psychic attacks. So not the greatest. Encounter is also going to be resisted. And then we have Slowbro. So Slowbro could be okay, but again, Confusion, not the best move because everything is resisting it for the most part. Then we have Metagross. Metagross could be okay. I mean, Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash is strong. I think it's okay, but it is really frail in the Great League, so you do have to watch out for that. Then we have Jirachi with Doom's Desire. Doom's Desire gets to it pretty fast. Confusion can get to it, yeah, relatively fast, so it's okay. Glorion Slowbro with the Poison Jab. So Poison Jab, I think, what else does it have? Sludge Bomb? I think it has Sludge Bomb, and it's okay. Another new one, we have Giraffe. Giraffe did recently get Psychic Fangs. Unfortunately, Psychic Fangs is not great for this meta. I mean, as a bait move, it's okay, but it's a good move, but as a bait move, probably not going to see too much of it. Defense Deoxys, another Pokemon that does shine in the Open Great League. It does really well in other metas, but unfortunately, Counter is going to be resisted by everything, so it's not going to be that great. Executor suffers from a similar fate. It has Confusion, right? Same as Jirachi. Just going to be resisted by everything. Not the greatest Pokemon. Oranguru, the same thing. Oranguru. So, probably not a Pokemon that you're going to see. Delphox is another fire type in addition to Victini. I think could be okay. I mean, Victini is the fire type of choice, but if you don't have your Victini below 1500, you could consider Delphox. And then we have Alakazam and Glade. But again, I don't think these Pokemon are the best. This is a very condensed meta. I think the Pokemon are going to consist of the S, A, and B tier. Maybe there's a hidden gem or two in there, but I think those, for the most part, are going to probably dominate this meta, being Victini, Bronzong, Malomo, Gardevoir, Glorion, Rapidash. All those Pokemon just going to absolutely dominate this meta, I think. But we'll see. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the solid team options. So for the first team, there's going to be a lot of repeats. The first team, we do have the Malomo in the lead. As I said, Psycho Cut, Foul Play. Foul Play is a great move. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you don't want Superpower because everything is going to be resisting it. So if you go in with a second move, I would say Hyper Beam. But yeah, Foul Play, definitely a great pick. Malabar's going to be a great Pokemon. Then we have Victini with Quick Attack and V-Create, super powerful, gets to it pretty fast. I do think it's a pretty good save swap in this meta, really solid save swap. And then we have Gardevoir or Shadow Gardevoir. As I mentioned earlier, I do recommend the Shadow Gardevoir, but it's going to be doing quite a bit of damage with that Charm. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not, the Pokemon is not resisting Charm, it's going to be doing a lot, right? Next up, we have the Mud Slap user, Claydol, with double fairies, right? So we have the Glorion Rapidash, and we have the Gardevoir. So Gardevoir Charm, and obviously Fairy Wind with the Glorion Rapidash with Body Slam. So what are those weak to? Obviously, those are weak to poison, like the Glorion Slowking, Glorion Slowbro. Mud Slap user going to be doing well against that. Same with Victini. Mud Slap going to be doing well against Victini because Victini is a fire type. It is weak to it. The same with Bronzong, right? Bronzong is a steel type, so it is weak to Mud Slap. So you have the Mud Slap user with the double fairies. I think with that Glorion Rapidash could be a really good save swap because even if you lure out the Victini with the Glorion Rapidash, you're still spamming out the Body Slam attacks, right? So I think that's going to be a really cool team. That's going to be a team I try. That's going to be a team I try. And then we have Bronzong with Feint Attack, Victini with obviously the Quick Attack. I do recommend the Quick Attack move on Victini, and then we have Latios with Dragon Breath. So really strong fast moves with Dragon Breath. Gonna be doing pretty good, I think. And then we have the next one, we have Glorion Rapidash in the lead this time with Victini and Malomo. So Glorion Rapidash probably decent at getting shields. I mean, it does spam out the body slams. it's going to have a decent matchup against a lot of things in this meta. It does have to watch out for Bronzong because it is a steel type. Bronzong is resisting Body Slam, which is not great, but everything else pretty much taking neutral from Body Slam. So pretty good Pokemon, actually really good. I think Glorion Rapidash is going to really shine in this meta. And then next up we have Shadow Gardevoir with a Lola Raichu and Lugia. So Lola Raichu, I think it's a pretty good safe swap. I mean, it does get to the moves fast. I mean, you basically with this team, you want to stay in with Shadow Gardevoir unless if they lead with something that's resisting Shadow Gardevoir's charm attacks, right? So if they lead with like a poison type, steel type, or fire type, you do want to pivot out into that Raichu. But other than that, I think Malomo could be a common lead, and that's where Gardevoir would do well, really well there, obviously. And then the next up, we have this Cresselia with double anti-fairies in the back. So, well, at least anti-charm, I should say. Glorion Slow King with that Hex. I mean, it's resisting it. It's resisting it, right? It's resisting charm. So is Bronzong. So, of course, you know, Hex is going to be doing super effective damage towards all the psychic types in this meta. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah, pretty solid team. I think these teams are okay. Let me know what team you plan on running in the Psychic Cup. Also, let me know if you're planning on playing the Open Great League or if you're playing the Psychic Cup. As for these teams, the one I really want to try is Claydol and the Double Fairies, but I also want to try a team with Victini on it as well. So maybe team number 4 with the Glorion Rapidash, Victini, Malomo could be interesting. But we'll see. We'll see. I also want to try Glorion Slow King. So we'll see what I decide to use. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.